Welcome back to my channel, guys. So today I wanted to do a video for you guys about the current products that I am using just in my regular skincare routine, and also they have kind of a stronger anti-aging component. I have done a video before about products I still use as a minimalist. Regardless of the type of lifestyle that you live, I think it's very important to take care of your skin. So I am currently 34 years old, and I have people at work all the time tell me that they thought I was still in my early 20s. When they find out I have kids, they're very surprised and they say, "Oh, you have kids, you look like you were just a kid yourself not long ago." But I think that there's a few things that have contributed to my having healthier looking skin or to looking younger than I am. I'll just quickly list off the other things that I believe have contributed to me looking younger than I am. And the first thing is that I don't smoke, and I've never smoked cigarettes or anything else. I don't drink alcohol. I also try to manage my stress as well as I can, and I try to get as much sleep as I can. So at least 7 or 8 hours a night is what I aim for. And I do eat a diet rich in healthy fats, antioxidants, things like that, but I will share that with you toward the end of the video. So without further ado, let's just get right into the products that I've been using. Something else that I drink a lot of, as you guys know, is coffee. And about the anti-aging benefits of coffee, I don't know. I just really like coffee. Yeah, so let's just get right into the skincare. I'm just going to take a quick sip. It's so good. So the current face washes that I'm using are the Neutrogena Oil-Free Acne Wash and this CeraVe, or CeraVe, however you want to pronounce it, Foaming Facial Cleanser. So the Neutrogena one I don't use on a regular basis. I only use this if I feel like I'm starting to break out, because this does have salicylic acid in it. I think that's one mistake that a lot of people make, is that they don't really do their research, or they don't really know what they're using, that if you don't have the right skin type for it, or if you have irritated skin, or rosacea or something like that, it might actually be really harmful for your skin. That's something I used to do. I just kind of used whatever was on the commercials, and I thought, oh, it must be good because it's in a commercial. But really you have to do your research. Make sure you're using something that is intended for what you're using it for, not just willy-nilly. So I've gone through an entire bottle of this before. I think the salicylic acid in this was too much for me to be using on a daily basis. So that is why I switched to something a little bit more gentle. But I do use this, like I say, if it's that time of the month and I'm starting to break out. And I usually just apply it to the part of my face that has the breakouts, and then I use something more gentle for around my eyes. So the cleanser that I use on the rest of my face is the CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser. Now, I really like this one because it is dermatologist recommended. It's very gentle. It has no fragrance. It has ceramides, niacinamide, and hyaluronic acid in it, which are all known to be very good for your skin's moisture barrier and for helping keep your skin nice and hydrated. It does not dry out my skin. It foams, which I really like. I do like a foaming cleanser. I've used probably half to 3/4 of this bottle already. I love this stuff. I really, really love it. One thing that I will say about the cleansers is, especially in regards to your eye makeup, you don't want to be scrubbing, especially using something that has salicylic acid in it around your eyes. But regardless, you don't want to be scrubbing around your eyes, and it really dries them out, because the skin around your eyes, as you probably know, is very sensitive compared to the rest around your face. So I realized I needed something to help me take off my eye makeup. And I don't wear a lot of eye makeup, but I usually wear mascara. So the product that I started using to take off my eye makeup is the Pond's Cold Cream. And this actually was also recommended by a dermatologist. And I can remember my mom using this when I was younger. The smell of Pond's Cold Cream is like ingrained in my brain. I remember the smell vividly. I remember watching her wash her face with this when I was a young kid. If it was good enough for my mom, it's good enough for me, because she had beautiful, beautiful skin. And this stuff does a phenomenal job of removing your makeup. I do really like it. I thought about using like an oil-based or something else, or even like a micellar water. And I just wanted something that was really gentle and that I could just kind of massage gently over my eyes and then just rinse off. It doesn't cause any irritation around my eyes or anything like that. So what I do after that point depends on whether it's day or night. I don't always wash my face in the morning. Sometimes I'll wash my face if I feel like it's getting a little bit of grease buildup or something like that. But as a rule, first thing in the morning when I get up, I don't bother washing. I just go straight to sunscreen. So let's talk a bit about the morning. So if it is the morning, I'm not going to be washing or applying any makeup remover, obviously. And I don't need to moisturize either, because I would have done that the night prior. So one product that I have been using religiously now for about a year, and I really wish I would have started this when I was younger, is sunscreen. Well, this is one of my favorite ones, as you can tell, because it is almost gone. This is the Aveeno Sensitive Skin for Face. It's SPF 50. It's a mineral sunscreen, so it is really non-irritating, and I really, really like this sunscreen. I do have a couple of other ones that I kind of go back and forth between, but anything when I'm going to be outside for longer than about 5 seconds, I will make sure I have sunscreen on my face. So if it's nighttime, after I cleanse my face, I will be applying a moisturizer. This is the moisturizer that I've been using now for quite a few months, and I really, really like it. I have talked about this in other videos. This is the Cetaphil Moisturizing Cream for face and body. I love this moisturizer. It has made a world of difference for my face because I have very dry skin, especially in the wintertime. In Canada, my skin gets really dry, especially around my eyes, my foreheads, my cheeks. It just looks horrible. And then it makes you look older than you are because your skin is really dry. So I'll just show you the consistency of this lotion. It's very thick. It's not going to come out of the tub or anything like that. In terms of the ingredients, I do believe that CeraVe is superior because of the ceramides and the hyaluronic acid that it has in their formula. But in terms of actually moisturizing my skin, I gotta say this does hands down a better job. I really, really enjoy this. So the next thing that I use on an almost nightly basis, sometimes every second or third night, is the Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair Night Cream. So this cream I really, really like. This has retinol in it, which is a vitamin A derivative. Retinols and retin-a are really popular right now in the skincare market. You've probably seen other videos about them in the past, but basically vitamin A is supposed to enhance the rate of cell turnover and help get rid of dark spots and blemishes and help fade your wrinkles and just make your skin appear more supple and tight and youthful looking. Something I will be starting in the future, in the near future, is a retin-a, like the prescription 0.05 or 0.1% retin-a or Diffuser or tretinoin that you guys might have heard of. So I will let you know my experiences with that. But for right now, I've just been using and actually really enjoying the retinol cream. When I first started using this, I made the mistake of putting it over my entire face. I just went totally crazy with it because I didn't think that it would be strong enough to cause any kind of a reaction. And I was wrong. A day or two after doing that, I literally looked like I aged about 5 years overnight. Literally, like right now I don't have any wrinkles. But after doing this for a couple of days over my entire face, I had fine lines around my eyes. My eyelids were red and flaking. I learned the hard way not to apply retinol to your entire face and super liberally. Plus, this was the only moisturizer I was using. I wasn't applying this to a well moisturized face like you're supposed to. So after that, I did a little bit of research. I pretty much boycotted it for a while because I thought, oh my gosh, this is awful. And then I did a little bit more research and realized I was just using it wrong. So even though this isn't as strong as a retin-a, you still have to be careful with it because it is a retinol and some people will have an irritating effect from it. But I started using this just about a pea-sized amount over my entire face except for the eye area, and my skin has been tolerating it really, really well. I don't know if I've noticed an improvement really, but I've only been using it for a couple of months, and as with anything skincare, it takes a little while to see if you're going to see a benefit. But this is really the only anti-aging specific item that I have that is supposed to help with fine lines, wrinkles, dark spots, etc. So the last thing that I use on my face, which I don't use all the time, is Aquaphor. It's a petrolatum type of really thick, almost like a Vaseline type of ointment, and I don't put this over my entire face obviously, and I don't put it over places where I would break out. I put it around my eyes, just underneath my eyes and around the corners if I'm going to be using the retinol cream and my skin is irritated. Luckily for me, I haven't had to. My skin has been tolerating the Neutrogena, like I said, really, really well, and I haven't really had to use this. But back in the day when I had first started and I was really leery about having that kind of reaction again, I did apply this just to protect the areas around my eyes. And the last thing that we'll talk about is my lips. When I did my last makeup video, people said, what do you put on your lips? And I actually don't wear lipstick, but I do wear a sunscreen with SPF. So this is a sunscreen that I really like. It's by Blistex. This is a sunscreen and kind of an ointment or a treatment in one. So it does have SPF 20, but it's also very soothing if you do have sunburnt or chapped lips. I love this lip balm. I like how it smells. I like the color that it makes my lips. It just kind of makes your lips skin color, but with a very subtle gloss almost. It makes my lips look nice and plump. Yeah, I just really love it. And then my lips are always protected. So I guess when I look back, like I didn't start wearing sunscreen until I was in my till about a year or two ago, actually, I was really bad, never wore sunscreen. Like, I'm actually surprised that I don't look older than I do, but I've always used this lip balm. So I guess my lips have always been protected, which that's what the inside looks like. If you guys have tried it and you love it as much as I do, comment below. So obviously I can't talk about skincare and looking after myself and anti-aging without including some aspects of my diet as well. So I wanted to show you guys just a few of the things that are staples in my diet. So I don't eat perfectly all the time. These are just some examples of things that I would eat on a fairly regular basis. So something I've been taking for a while now that I really like and I plan to continue taking for a long period of time is collagen powder. So this collagen powder is phenomenal. I have raved about it in other videos before. I definitely would recommend this one if you guys are looking to get your hands on a collagen powder, and I do have this linked below. But this has no taste and mixes in totally with your water, your drinks. It doesn't seem to matter what you mix it in. It mixes in completely within a matter of seconds and you can't taste it. It's just a very fine kind of a white powder. It is animal derived, so if you're vegan, that might not be for you. What I like about collagen is that after the age of 30, our ability to generate collagen in our skin greatly reduces. And collagen is what helps to keep your skin plump and tight and young and rejuvenated. So there is some studies to suggest that when you take collagen orally, it does improve the collagen content of your skin. Also, there have been a lot of people who have reported that when they take collagen, their joints feel better. All I've noticed when I've started taking this is that my skin, hair, and nails do feel a little bit better. My hair grows faster and stronger, and my nails are very strong. The other supplement that I take that I guess would fall into the anti-aging category would be biotin, and this isn't so much, I guess, anti-wrinkle or anything like that as it is for your hair health, but I have noticed for sure my hair grows more strong and thicker and healthier when I take biotin. And of course, I drink a lot of water. I always aim to get at least 1.5 liters of water throughout the day if I'm not going to the gym. If I am going to the gym, then I'll probably have 2.5 liters. I kind of mix my anti-aging drinks in there, if you will. Sometimes put vitamin C in here, a scoop of collagen, sometimes some pre-workout, whatever I want, and I kind of just make myself like a cocktail and I drink it while I'm at the gyms. I get a lot of healthy fats. I eat things like salmon on a pretty regular basis. I probably have salmon once a week. Otherwise, I'm having natural peanut butter, a lot of nuts. I do eat a lot of nuts and seeds. Protein is another thing that I always make sure I get enough of throughout the day, and you have to remember that your skin, hair, and nails do have a large component made of protein. So if you're not getting enough protein, then obviously those areas of your body are going to suffer. I'm also in the gym quite frequently. I have done some bodybuilding in the past. I do weight train 5 or 6 days a week. So that, in addition to just wanting to maintain healthy hair, skin, and nails, means that I do need to get a decent amount of protein in throughout the day. I very, very rarely eat beef. Chicken sometimes, but mostly it's eggs or salmon. That just seems to be the 2 types of protein that I digest the best. And then other than that, I will have whey protein, but I really like these protein bars. I like to get a protein bar that isn't too heavy with artificial sweeteners. So I prefer bars that actually have real sugar in them, just because they do digest better for me than the ones that have a lot of artificial sweetener. The artificial sweetener tend to make me very bloated, but these are some of my favorite ones, the vegan proteins, and then also the Vega protein bars. I love these ones. And then of course I eat bread like it's going out of style, but I only eat the sprouted power bread by Silver Hills. So this bread is phenomenal. This was actually recommended to me by a nutritionist quite a few years ago. And then of course I make sure that I get my fruits and vegetables. I prefer to eat for veggies is either greens, or I really like tomatoes. Tomatoes are rich in lycopene, which is an antioxidant as well. But that is just kind of an example of a few staples that I consume on a regular basis. I don't worry about the fat content of my food as long as it's healthy fats. Overall, I do stick to the same diet staples pretty much all the time. So that is it, you guys. That's my holy grail current skincare products that I actually use. And again, the Pond's is fairly new, but everything else I've been using for a few months. This has been about 2 months, 2 or 3 months. Everything else has been either months or years. and I absolutely love these products. I can't recommend them enough. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I was just kind of inspired to share it with you, especially as I'm getting older. I'm approaching 35 years of age, so skincare is something that I'm very, very passionate about. And if you have any questions about any of them, or like different sunscreens that I might be using or anything like that, I will link a couple of videos down below for you to check out. I'm just going to go and finish drinking my cup of coffee and edit this video for you guys, and we will see you all next time.